In case you didn't miss it, Wizards just printed $1.5 million. Welcome to Collectors of the Coast. I am Cash. I just actually spent some time this morning refreshing on my computer for the recent Secret Lair in Canada. With between the changeover of the money and shipping and all that, this new Secret Lair 30th whatever celebration was almost $250 Canadian by the time it was all said and done. I kind of balked a little bit on the price. I was going to get 4 of them. I only got 2. As I found out, before I even really thought about it, they sold out. So I got a couple of them coming. But conservatively, if I look at these things, this was, I don't know, I guess I'm really of two ways about this. So this was supposed to be I don't know, the 30th edition thing, I always thought it was like kind of a gift to Magic players for supporting Magic and stuff for 30 years. And they sold out like in super fast. So many people didn't get their hands on it. Just those people who wanted to resell them. So those people that, a lot of those people went in and bought, I don't know what the max was, 10 or 15. So many of those sold through. I'm estimating that I'm just guessing by how much we think could actually be on there. I thought it was something like 1,000. Someone I think said that they thought maybe like 1,000 people could be on it at a time. It was honestly like an hour that it went, so I'm estimating that they like at least 10,000 of these things were sold. I'm guessing it was a 10,000 print run. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less, but that's my guess. I don't know, 10, 20,000. Maybe you guys at home can tell me differently. Maybe you heard different. But yeah, just basic math. $1.5 million of sales, 1 hour. That's how much money they made. Obviously not all that's profit, but even if a half of it's profit, it's still, almost $1 million worth of just profit in an hour, which to my money is probably a pretty good hour, right? Like most of us would be like thinking about retirement if we made that in a year, let alone an hour. So pretty crazy stuff. A little bit of a slap in the face, I think. Again, another little bit of a slap in the face to the average Magic player who, like, maybe you're at work, have to do like real life things. You're the doctors, like all those real life things, to not sit at your computer to refresh 100 times, because it's not even like you could get in the queue. It took me 30, it was like 20, it said 30 minutes, it took me 23 minutes by the time I queued in. It was, I think 40 minutes in by the time I actually got in. I started trying to go in about like 2 minutes after the beginning. And yeah, but just over an hour, I think afterwards, I started to see things that it had sold out. So, and it might have been a little before, a little after, I don't know. I got my thing in. I went and had some lunch, and where I live, it was like 1 o'clock, so I was hungry. I was waiting for lunch so that I could order my Secret Lair, because you never know if it times you in and then it times you out and then it sells out. So, anyways, crazy times. Just like, hot take. There is some really great Secret Lairs right now. Some crazy stuff coming out. The next one coming out in a couple of days looks pretty good for the charity. I don't think that's limited in any way. I doubt it'll actually sell that well, to be honest, with all the other stuff that's coming out and is doing it. I'm sure it'll sell a bit, but I don't see this as particularly amazing. The Extra Life one, it's like good. It's got Birds of Paradise in. Anything with Birds of Paradise is pretty good, and you got the Sliver, and I don't see it as a great one, so I doubt this next one's going to sell super, super well. But the other ones that are still up, I mean, it's a fantastic fall Secret Lair. Secret Lair. There's just so much in it. I mean, there's kind of something for everyone. You like football, there's something cool in it. If you like Warhammer, if you like orcs, if you like just these galaxy foils, which I'm sure people are going to be buying a bunch of those and trying to resell them. There's just quite a bit in the actual Secret Lair. If you honestly, even if you just want, like, I know I looked at I only got a couple of the Galaxy Foil ones coming. I did put a order in. And I don't know, it's like Fabled Passage. I use that in a lot of decks. Do I want 10 of these things? But then do I want to spend, $500,000 on just like a couple of lands for my decks? I don't know. Pretty full of some goodness. And of course, the next set coming up is looking really good. I know a lot of people talking about going pretty big on this next set. And it's kind of hard to know. It looks better than Strixhaven to me. At least the set looks decent to me, because I thought Strixhaven as a set was... people did like the archive cards, but the set itself was hot trash. And this set looks like it's going to be pretty good. Maybe a real solid set. I'm sure it's not going to be the best one that's ever been done, but it looks like it might be kind of around Dominator United, where there's some good cards in it, some nice reprints and stuff. Plus, you have the whatever they're calling them, but like basically the archive cards with the artifacts. And for it looks pretty, like it's pretty nice stuff. And of course, you know, Strixhaven, those things have aged well. I guess some of the Japanese arts, now they were a little bit hard to get in the boxes, but some of those Japanese cards have aged really well. I know obviously Demonic Tutor's really good, but even some of the other ones, I noticed the Lightning Helix was like $10, and anyway, Lightning Bolts. I have a foil Lightning Ultimate Japanese version, and it's like $50 in foil, or if you're American, like $30 or something like that. But still pretty good. I mean, Lightning Bolts obviously played a lot. I know I just sold a whole bunch of my Lightning Bolts because I've been selling off some cards. So, anyways, crazy times. A lot going on. Surprised this thing. I mean, it didn't surprise me that it sold out. Surprised it sold out in an hour. I guess this is one of the things now that they do to kind of build sort of false scarcity is reprint cards, and they reprint them, and you have this special version that only comes in an hour. And I know already on eBay people are putting them up for $300-400, and it does sound like we're getting these things quick. So I know people are trying to double their money really quick, make a couple $100 quick on all of these, and they probably ordered, I don't know how many they ordered. I mean, you could have 4 accounts, so I guess, you know, maybe they ordered from multiple accounts and they ordered 50 of these things or 100 of these things, and they're going to just try to cash in. So kind of sad that that a lot of the market is just about people trying to cash in, as opposed to just, like, this one really did look like a fun celebration to open. I'm kind of surprised when you open it and you get the alt art and you could get a foil, and kind of interesting how they did it. I will say they did a really nice job, it seems, on the actual optics of it. But it's a shame that it's just kind of turned into like a real money fest of, you know, who can get them, who can resell them. That said, I was going to get a few. I was just thinking I'd get 2, and maybe I'd try to sell the one for a little bit more, kind of partially pay for the first one I got. Or if I got 3, then maybe hopefully get enough that I sort of almost paid for the one, so I got it free, which, I mean, maybe is how some people are thinking. I know I have a friend that got 4 of them. So, but yeah, a little bit of a shame for those people who missed out, that now they're either not going to get it at all, or they're going to have to pay, at least in the short term, they have to pay more. I don't expect that they're actually, because they're already expensive. I don't expect they're going to be that much more. Honestly, the people selling them for, you know, if they're 150, people are going to be selling them for 200. You know, you're going to see them for just a bit more than what they were. There really isn't that much scarcity on them. There's quite a bit out there, and there'll be quite a people looking to sell them. So, anyways, I hope you found this informative. If you do like the video, let us know. Everyone have a magical day. Do subscribe and like the video.